Everything you do matters. Everything. The things that you say, the things that you do, the things that you told yourself that you were gonna do, and then you wake up that next morning and you don't. You have to understand that when you get older in life and you aspire to do different things, you start to notice a pattern that you have to become what you say you want to be. And in order to become that, it has to be followed by actions. It has to be followed by words that have to be kept in order for you to build the fruitation of that desired person that you want to be in business, in school, and any other hobby and things that you want to pursue, right? So every little thing matters. Whether you decide to get up one morning super early to go work out because you know it's going to be better for you. But what happens when you don't, right? So growing up, I understood this to a certain degree because I used to be in boxing. So I knew the work that I had to put in. I know that in order to drop weight, I had to do vast amounts of cardio in order for me to improve in the fundamentals of boxing. In the fundamentals of boxing, I had to be in the gym constantly, training round by round, minute by minute, and I had to understand what I was doing in order for it to come out perfectly. My dad tells me this quote, practice doesn't make perfect. Because what happens if you're practicing it wrong? Perfect practice makes perfect. And so that leads me to this point that I'm bringing up today. Because as I'm trying more things and as I'm wanting more things for my life, I understand that every little thing that I put in my head, every little thing that I'm watching, that I'm using, it all it all serves a greater purpose, right? So what are you putting into your body? What are you saying to yourself? What are you doing to yourself? Because it's the truth. Are you staying in bed knowing that it would have been better if you just went out for a walk? Or are you staying in bed rotting on your phone when you knew you had something to study for, or you knew you had some kind of meeting to prep for and you didn't? So I want you to understand, do things for the embetterment of you no matter how hard it is. It says all throughout the Bible to crucify your flesh. To crucify it. That means die to your fleshly desires. When you know you could be sleeping in, but you have a bigger purpose through God, so you go and you do that and you be obedient. Because every single time that we don't, we are being disobedient, and obviously that reflects into the things that we do throughout our life. It reflects. It reflects whether or not we're sleeping later. It reflects whether or not we're being more lazy, we're being slothful, where we're eating a little bit more, knowing that we haven't went to the gym earlier that day. Not too many people crucified their flesh. Not too many people do it. They don't. They'd rather just sit on their phone, just scroll, or they'd rather consume content rather than create it. And so that's one of the biggest reasons why I decided to start making these videos, because I was tired of just consuming, consuming, consuming when I knew that I had a voice to help people. I have a voice to inspire others because I have a track record of inspiring people before. And I've had people tell me, man, dude, like you should be a public speaker or something because like just the words of encouragement, the words of wisdom that you give, it could help serve somebody. And so I decided, you know what? Instead of indulging in all the content and not creating and also worrying about the public opinion, I was like, I'm gonna serve God and I'm gonna serve my brothers and sisters. I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna give wisdom. I'm gonna give words of encouragement because that goes so far. Because at the end of the day, it's all what you put inside your head. It's all what you do the day after you accomplish that one thing because it's the exchange of discipline. How much are you willing to sacrifice in order to achieve that goal that you set for yourself? Because you have the actual difficulty of achieving that goal, then you have the desires of achieving that goal. How much more is your desire to complete the hardship of it? Then that produces the feeling after after you complete it. Don't go negative in that. Make it positive. If you know it could help you, if you have a great desire to complete it, then go and do that because I promise you, you're going to feel better after. And so that's why God says, die to your flesh, crucify it. Don't listen to your desires because it doesn't lead to anything. After you commit that personal sin you have, that's why you experience guilt. That's why you experience shame because Satan uses that as a gateway to make you think that you're not enough. But what does God say about you? What does God say about you? It's everything opposite of what the enemy has to say. So that's how you know it's him. So all I'm going to say is just keep crucifying your flesh and keep doing the little things that lead towards the person that you want to be because every single little bit of matters. What you say to yourself, what you say to others, the way you speak, the way you think, what you watch, what are you indulging, what are you eating, what are your physical habits. Try to make all of those aligned to better yourself, to become 1% better every day. 1% could turn into 2 and it could turn into 5. It starts off slow, but it starts to add up. It gets to 55, 60, 65, 70, 100, 105, 110. That's why compounding is such a it's such a powerful tool. Not even necessarily in the finance aspect, but also in ourselves. Just showing up one more day. Because what would that one more day look like in a month? And what would that one more month look like in a year? It's all based on progress. So every single thing you do matters. So do the things that will better yourself. See ya.